Hi guys, it's Lisa from the Maine Creations. Hope everybody's doing okay. I got this little tiny mold from Temu long time ago, and they've got different birds in them. Like you could use this one for like a cardinal or a blue jay because it's got the little peak on the top of his head. But I was thinking this one would, my cats are like chasing each other, hissing, you be good. Anyway, sorry. This one I thought would be really good for chickadees. And so that's exactly what I did. And here they are. I thought they came out so cute. Now I'm going to show you how I made them. So let's get started. Put these aside. And I used, for the brownish colors, I think it was the very top one, this color, brown. And I mixed it up in a little bit of UV resin, and now it's all over my hand. And then I used black mica powder, and I'm going to use white polymer clay. And because I already made a pair, I already mixed my colors up. That one I'm not going to use, but these and the black I'm going to use. So I'm going to put that aside. And I have a little bit of polymer clay here. And I use, I'll show you. I got it from Hobby Lobby. The Sculpey Primo in white. Not translucent, but white. And this is, not really conditioned. I'm just going to soften it up in my fingers a little bit. Let me roll it. I'm just going to, it's easier to do that off camera so I can get it close to me. Just going to warm it up, just soften it up a little bit. All right, that's soft. And now we are going to just cram it in there. And actually, I like to open it up some. Get it down in there really good. Lay it down, push it, and then I get my tissue blade. Get this one's sharper. How many tissue blades? Well, all of them. I've only got 2 tissue blades, but they're not as sharp as they used to be, but they're still sharp enough to cut the mold, which you don't want to do. So just don't go all the way down at first. Just get the top. See, I just cut a piece off right there. They were cheap molds anyway, but just try not to cut your mold. Did it again. I just saw a piece. Where'd it go? I don't know. I don't know. Get it off. Okay, that should be good. I don't bother with the legs. They're so tiny, they just don't, they're almost like non-existent anyway. So I don't worry about those. And another thing I like to do is get like a little texture thing Excuse me. I may have got this at the Dollar Tree. It actually comes in a roll that you put in your kitchen cabinets, like a anti-slide thing for your dishes and glasses. So yeah. Then I just push it down and make some nice little design on the back of it, like that. And then you just open it up. Oh, don't break the tail off. And there you have your little birdie. It's so tiny. And if there's anything hanging out on the sides, just rub it back on or down. He does still have a little bit of feet. Alright, I think my mail lady's showing up, but I don't think she's leaving me anything good. Probably more bills. Alright, so I'm going to make a few of these, and I'm going to lay them out on my baking paper and put it in my toaster oven at 275 for about 20 minutes. If you see the thickness of it, yeah, I'd say about 20 minutes for that. I'll make a few of them, make some of the cardinals too, and I'll be right back as soon as that's done. Okay, I'm back with my little birdies, and they're cooked. Okay, I'm going to put them on a rubber mat, and we're going to start painting. Let me bring this over. Put it like that. And I am just not even going to use a brush. I'm going to actually use this tool here after I clean it off with some alcohol. Now, like I said, I already made my little paint colors. So what I like to do first is I'll start off with the brown. I'm going to zoom you in a little bit. Nope. Other way. Whoa. Woo. Okay. That's good. All right. So I'm going to get my brown. And it's more like a tan, actually. And we're going to go around underneath the wing, and it's like the top of the belly, and all the way to the little butt. And I'll like pull it out a little bit. Do it over here. Oh, that's too much. You only need a tiny, tiny bit. Maybe a little bit more than that, though. Okay. Get around his butt. And drag it out some. Get over here. A little bit more, just to make a matchy-matchy. Okay, we're gonna wipe the tool off, and I'm gonna get the black. You know what? I'm gonna actually put some more black mica powder in this resin here, just to make sure. Oops, sorry. I'm just gonna do this. Make it more black. That's good. Okay. Now we're gonna get the black. And turn them around like that. Get just a tiny bit of black. And I think I need my pokey tool too, just so the bird doesn't move. And we're gonna do the little black line in his beak. Might have to do 2 coats. And I like to get his eyeball too. Now, I'm not going to do his eyeball yet because I don't want it running. Get here his little beak. I'll do the eyeball last so I can quickly put it under the UV lamp, just so it doesn't run. Now I'm going to go on the other side and get around on top of his head or her. Like that. And we want to leave the white line. Like that. Just right above the eyeball. These are so cute. They're really, really tiny. Sorry if my... Was I in frame? I hope I was. Okay. Now we want to make sure we do the white, pull it out a little bit. Make sure it's a white line. And go out. Make it a point. All right, you know what I'm going to do is I'm going to put this under the UV lamp just for a second, because I noticed that that black is trying to pull away. I just made this little pook, my little pookie, little pokey tool. So I like using the needle, but it makes it a lot easier to grab. I just use polymer clay and a couple of beads, and And I sealed it with UV resin. Alright, that's good for that. I'm going to pull those back out. And now, whoop, not the nail. Use the resin, the needle. Okay. I'm going to keep it zoomed out so you can actually see. Alright, now I'm going to do more black. You can leave a little bit of white, and that's where you can put a little bit of brown. Because they're not all black. There's some brown in them. Get the sides. See how I left a little bit of white there? Now we get this one, do the same thing. Try to make them look the same because it is a set. These are so cute. So I don't want to use a brush because it just puts too much paint on it. And I don't have one small enough anyway, so just leave some white. And the bottom of his tail here, like that, and stick it under the lamp for a couple more seconds. You don't need to totally cure it yet, just so it's halfway cured. That's fine. Just so it's not running, you know. Let's see, the sun's shining. There's blue skies. And I have to keep my blinds closed with my curtains closed halfway because I don't want the sun shining in and curing all my stuff. Alright, let's turn this around. I want to look at that. Alright, I see. Oop, sorry guys. Keep knocking the camera. I see where I need to put a little bit more black here and a little bit more right there. Let me just stick it under there and cure it for a couple more seconds just so it doesn't start moving on me. That's good enough. Alright, let's see. Now what I need to do. I need to do the front here. Yeah. I'll do the front where I got a little bit of brown right there. I'll put a little bit. That was blurry. On his tail. There. Right there. I'm going to turn it around. And I'm going to put some brown Right there. Where's my pokey tool? What did I do with it? I just showed you. Oh. Where's my O? Always do that. Can't ever find it until I start saying, where is my O? And there it is. And a little bit down there. And maybe some right here. Do the same on this side. Alright, now I'm going to put it under here, the UV lamp, for just a couple seconds. Okay. Now, they're still a little bit sticky, but now I'm going to look at them. They look pretty cute. Now we're going to get the sides. I'm going to paint that all black. And, well, actually the top. We're going to make sure that's all black. And keep the belly white. And I think I can do the eyeballs now. Where's my pokey tool? Not my pokey tool. My silicone tool. Alright. Now we're going to do the eyeballs. And let me see. They're so tiny. Okay. On there. And here. And before that moves around, I'm going to stick it right back under the UV lamp. Clean my tool. Alright. It's looking good so far. And I think these actually are going to turn out cuter than the other ones. Well, these were the first ones that I made. So, they turned out really cute. And they're only the size of my fingernail. So cute. Alright, I'm going to actually run it under the UV lamp for like 3 minutes. Because then I'm going to turn them over and I'm going to paint the back side with black UV resin, and I'll be back to show you. Okay, I'm back, and I did all the sides. I painted them black, and I turned it over, and I painted the other side black. And now these are ready to put these little flat back bales on. These are tiny. And then I have these tiny little jump rings. And I've also got 2 ear hooks. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get my E6000. I'm going to put E6000 right there, just a little bit. I'm going to put them on the backs of the earrings and let them dry. And then I'm going to coat the whole bird in UV resin. And then I'm going to put the hooks on, and I'll be back to show you the end result. Okay, I'm back. And this is the result. I coated it all. I put the flat back bale on the back, and I coated the back. I colored the sides and the front, and I attached the little jump rings and the ear hooks. And this is what we have. Look how cute they are. So cute. Okay, where's my other ones? The first ones I made are right here. And here are the second ones. Which ones do you like the best, or just do they look the same? I know, guys, tell me what you think of my little tiny chickadees. I think they're adorable. Okay, now if you like this video, hit the like button and subscribe and leave a comment. It does help out with the algorithm, gets my videos out there so more people can see them. And yeah, there you go. There's my little chickadees. I hope you enjoyed this video. And I'll see you again soon. Maybe I'll show you how to make the cardinals, or how I made them anyway. You can make them any way you want to, but I can show you how I did mine. I hope everybody has a great day, and see you soon. Bye.